Hello friends, good evening. 7 people today have joined us live. So if you can hear me, just say hi. And if you can see my video, also just say hi. And then we can start in 1 minute. I see someone is asking a question. Zero Dame trading stop loss. So you have to keep your GTD sell order like Shiv says. So that's how you keep your stop loss option. That's if you don't know, just go to Zerodha or go to Google and search GTD orders in Zerodha. You should be able to find. So I'm just waiting for a confirmation. If you can hear me, just say hi. Hello. Hi Shiva. Okay, let's start. Okay, so today's Nifty outlook. So as usual, we'll have two parts in this video in this live session. First we'll cover Nifty daily outlook, and next we'll cover trade with an investor series. Okay, so I think everyone knows what I'm doing by now, but if you don't know, trade with an investor series is a series where I'm trading with 1 lakh capital and I'm discussing all my learnings and all the trades with you on a daily basis. So let's look at Nifty. What happened today in Nifty? Okay, so today morning Nifty actually had a nice gap up around 100 points. So the previous close was 763 and today we capped up 874. Okay, so that was a 100-point gap up, but then we went sideways entire day. So almost from 9:15 we just went sideways, and this kind of range was there before we tried breaking that range, right? So not a good day for intraday traders. If you are an intraday trader, you would have got stop loss would have hit on both sides. So if you are trend following on intraday, then bad, especially if you're buying options. Not a good day to buy options, probably a good day for option selling. But I don't really trade in options, so no comments about that. But now Nifty has done now is it has clearly broken out from a very good short-term downtrend. So I've been speaking about this downtrend for some time. Let's close this, right? So this short-term downtrend from here is now clearly broken out, right? So we see this is kind of nice V-shaped recovery that we have seen here, and this was a false breakout on Friday, but today we clearly gapped up and we were above this zone entire day. So Nifty is right now in a short-term uptrend, right? And also in a long-term uptrend as usual. But also, if you notice, before I spoke about parallel channel, like in one of the videos last week, I mentioned this parallel channel here, right? And then we broke this parallel channel on Friday and then we came down. But now if you extend this parallel channel, right? So if you extend this parallel channel here or this point and you try to connect this point there, right? Just extend this, you see now we have a nice parallel channel, which is this is a middle line. So every time you see we take support here, so I'll just take a brush just to I'll take, if you see here we were here, we kind of reversed there, then here we went up and reversed there, again kind of reversed here, and now again we reversed here, right? So this channel is proving to be a very good channel, and I think probably Nifty is going to head or continue in this channel, and we can head higher from here, right? Now again, so we might face resistance around the highs, but I think for now we are in uptrend, and this parallel channel is something that you need to look out for. And also we are close to a very major resistance, right? So if you see here, this point, just take one more line. So we are also close to a major resistance. So that resistance, just switch to a higher time frame so that you can see. So this is kind of a major resistance right now, and today we closed right at that point, right? So just to make it right, just draw this like this. Okay, now if you just go to the hourly chart, you will see clearly that this zone, right, multiple times we've been rejected around that zone, and even today we are around that zone, correct? So tomorrow if we gap up above 15,910, then probably we are heading higher. Okay, so that's so Nifty had a very good closing today, to be honest, and it looks actually very good. Okay, so that's what happened in the markets today. But what's the learning from today? Now days like today are days when you will not make much money. So if someone went long here, you would have your stop loss would have hit somewhere here, and if you went short, again your stop loss would have hit. So days like today are part of trading. You need to accept that losses can happen in markets, and we will have such days in markets. And be it you're a short-term trader, you're a positional trader, you're intraday trader, doesn't matter. You need to accept that you can have consecutive losses, and losses are part of the game. And if you can't accept that, then you probably will not make money in the short term, but you need to accept that mindset, then probably you will improve slowly and steadily. Okay, so always keep in mind that losses are part of the game. You need to start accepting losses and try to keep the losses small. And if you are really afraid of this, then start with small capital. Try to keep 0.25% of that capital as stop loss and try to take the trade. And then slowly and steadily, as and when you start gaining confidence, then you can move to a 0.5% stop or 1% stop loss. Okay, so what's my view for today? View for tomorrow is any gap up above 15915, which is that zone, right? So I spoke about the zone. So any gap up above 15915, the previous high was here. I consider this as a false breakout. So any gap up above 15915, you can use to go long with a stop at 15880. Right, 880 is nothing but this low over here, right? So if we gap up, so that's the first plan. But if we gap up too much, and if we gap up, let's say around 950, 960, then don't go long immediately. Wait for a short-term consolidation, wait for the first 15 minutes, wait for some time until you see a swing low like this, probably a swing low like this, and then you can go long or go short however you want. But if we gap down towards 15800, right? Now I spoke about this channel. I'm just going to draw the channel again. Now if we gap up towards 15800, which is this low, right, that can be used to go long also. So basically, if tomorrow morning we come right from here, if we come directly here, right, then we can use that to go long with a small stop loss. But again, wait for the first 15 minutes and then see if you're having a reversal candle. Now, we mean a reversal candle, a strong green candle, or a doji or a hammer on the 5 minutes, 15 minutes time frame. You can use that to go long, right? Or if we probably head higher, right, then you should not be going long. As I said, wait, right? So that's the long plan. Now, what is short plan? Short is if we go below 15830, right? So this is the level that I'm talking about. So if you go below this level 15830, then you can probably go short. Probably if we open here and then we head higher slowly and we come down here, then you can go short below this level, because that's the major support that was respected today. And probably we can touch this channel, or probably might head lower also, I don't know. But for now, that's the short plan. Also, if tomorrow we head directly gap up, gap up high and we go high, and then we start forming lower highs, lower lows. So if we go high and then we start coming like this, then you can take that point as a short, and then you can short below that point, right? So basically, I'm looking for lower highs and lower lows. So that's the Nifty plan for tomorrow. I will take up questions, but let me just finish. Now let's jump into the second part. If you have questions on this long plan, short plan, just let me know in the comments. I'll take it up once I finish the Trade with Trendline Investor series. So as usual, if you're newly subscribed to my channel, so we'll be looking at the real trades that are happening with a capital of 1 lakh and all the trades that I'm handling on a daily basis, right? So all the learnings. So today we had a decent day. So Upper Industries was up 1.5%. So that's the first sign that the selling is probably stopping. Now, this doesn't mean we will not go down further, but there is a pause in selling, right? That's the first sign. So Kansai Nerolac again was a very mild day. Tata Steel Bhushan, bad day. And even FACT had a bad day. But overall, we have just one loss right now, which is Kansai Nerolac. And just going to the positions and the orders. So today we had Angel Broking. It was triggered at 12:30. Our stop loss, our GTD order was set at 12:30, and that's where it got triggered. Now going to the orders, so if you see here, Angel Broking got triggered 9:21. That is when it crossed 12:30, and Jubilant Ingredient and Advanced Enzymes got rejected, but they were good setups because we didn't have more funds. Now we're out of funds. We are fully invested, and that's our allocation. Right now, let's look at the charts quickly. So the charts for today, let's go to order mode. Yeah. Now Upper Industries, sorry, just a minute. Let's get the volumes. Yeah. So, sorry. Yeah. So as of today, we had 2 days of sell-off, and today is the first day we had a gap up, and we kind of stayed stable. Now volumes are dropping still. So this is what happens in when a stock corrects, right? So you'll see the volume slowly dipping, slowly and steadily. Now, how far this will correct, I don't know. We have to probably wait and see. But probably what I'm looking at is, we come towards this trend line. So I just switched the hourly charts, and probably we will come towards this trend line over here, and we will take support. This should, if this is probably the low, then we'll consolidate for some more time, and then we'll probably head higher. But for now, the stop loss still remains at 600. I'm not trailing my stop loss yet. It continues to be at 600, and let's see what happens. Right, so that's the chart for Upper Industries. Nothing interesting happening there for now, just a normal correction. Fact again, if you see today, we had a down day, and now that's the trend line which respected. So we respected that trend line around there, and today if you see, we're kind of retesting that trend line, right? So probably tomorrow morning a little bit more of retesting, maybe yes, maybe no, I don't know. But for now, we have broken out of the short-term downtrend, and we have gone up, and it is again retesting. So again, fact doesn't look that great. Okay, I'm expecting reversal, but might go a few more days and again touch the trend line and head higher, right? So we can probably even just go here tomorrow and go there and touch there and then head higher, but no one knows what will happen, right? So that's the prediction that I have. Now again, next stock is Tata Steel Bhushan Limited. Now I told why I will not be adding more, right? Now you see this consolidation which is happening, because I said that probably we're going to test. So this was the breakout I spoke about the other day. Probably going to test here for some more time, and if I go to the hourly charts, I'll probably be able to show you, but a few more days and then probably will head higher. So have patience. This is a great setup. It is in the commodity space. Steel is doing really well, and Tata Steel Bhushan Limited is a turnaround stock. So just have patience, and we will add more if it goes over 98. Okay, for now, just hold on. I don't see this is not a great sell-off, but just keep holding on to the stock. Container Nerolac again, opened at 632, and we had a red day. This is a wrong candle. It should be red. TradingView sometimes has wrong candles. Now again, it's just consolidating. Nothing much to speak about here. I think Sheetix Cement, we sold off Sheetix Cement. I'm just going to remove that from here. And otherwise, Angel Broking now comes in our list. We had a beautiful day for Angel Broking. Now, I want to take some time to discuss, this setup, because a lot of people, might be thinking, how did I pick this particular stock? Right now, there is no magic here. It is pure trend line, right? So this is a trend line that I was looking at, and I clearly showed this trend line also. In fact, it was a parallel channel that I drew. So I'm just going to draw that parallel channel again, right? So if you see, it is just a simple parallel channel. I'm on the log scale if you want to know. And from here, this was the first touch point, kind of a second touch point, third touch point, and the fourth touch point. Now, if you see the volumes, we had, this was the first sell-off day. Then we kind of had a red day. Then again, red candle, kind of doji, inside bar. Now, inside bars are very powerful patterns, especially because, that's volatility contraction. The price range is getting into a, very short price range. So if you see on this day, the high and low difference was around 40 points. The next day was around 35 points. The next day was around 10 points, right? If you see the high and low, sorry, not 10 points, 30 points, right? So on this day, we had a massive move. Now, this is a very, easy way to, not easy way, but a good way to pick stocks. Now, if you've seen stocks which are moving very fast, then you can probably take those stocks and start tracking them, right? And then you kind of wait for trend line retest, and probably this was one of good day to buy. And now this is the second good time to buy. Now, how high this will go, I don't know. Probably is going to head to 1900 odd levels or 2000 odd level. That's the upper end of the channel for now. But let's not keep any price target in mind, because we're going to trail stop loss, so it can just keep going higher and higher. But in case you have doubts of how to pick such stocks, it's just purely trend line setups, and you want to wait and you want to track the stocks in your watch list, especially stocks which are moving very fast. Okay, otherwise, even Advanced Enzymes, we spoke about this symmetrical triangle. We had a breakout today. Jubilee Ingredient also, we had a similar setup, right? Again, I spoke about this also on Twitter. If you see, it's the same setup that we had like in Angel Broking, but this is on the linear scale. So I check both on linear and log scale. It depends where it reverses. Again, if you see, same, we had inside bar 2 days, and then it kind of broke out. So again, good day in Angel Broking. This alone has given us 900 rupees profit. If you see here, that's almost 0.9% of a capital, right? Because we had a very good position size. Okay, so that's the stock view for today. Just switching to the trading journal here. See, I've added Angel Broking here, and we have now invested around 15% of our portfolio in Angel Broking. Now that's the power of small stop losses and big moves. Now you want to find stocks which are contracting, which are kind of doing a pullback, and then you enter the stock with a good position size, and that will give you a good move in your portfolio. Now overall, if you see, we are up around 2.8% in I don't know how many days, probably 23 weeks. We are up 2.8%. Some might say this is good, some might say this is bad. I don't really care. This is how I trade. So but overall, right now our portfolio risk heat is 1.52, and if we lose today, as of today, if we lose all our stop losses, or if all our stop losses get hit, then we will be around 95,000 money. So that's the trading journal update. I think we don't have any cash left much, so we just have around 900 rupees cash. So no more trades as of today, no more pyramiding as of now. We'll just keep riding our holdings that we have. And if a stock doesn't move probably for the next 2 weeks, then I will probably move that money to some other stock. So we'll keep around two weeks time for each and every stock, and if it doesn't move, then we'll move to some other stock. Okay, so that's the update, guys. So if you have any questions, let's look at the questions. Okay, I have 28 people who are watching. That's really, really good. I'm really thankful for you to join at this point in the night, right? So hey Shiv, hi Hemant. A lot of people are saying hello. Okay, any questions? Where to find market breadth? So Bhumik, you need to go to CCI indicator, which I shared, and in charting, if you go down, you will see a chart where you can find market breadth. I will make a video on this, but I'm not sure anytime soon. But yes, I will make a video on this. I do have a Telegram channel. It is on my Twitter link, or you can find it in one of the YouTube videos. The Telegram channel is mentioned. So look at that. You can find it. Hey, Adi, nice to see you here. Good evening. Okay, any other questions? Yes, go about in the channel. All things are views on HBL Power and CEC. I don't want to take much stock, picks, but a few would do. I can take 10 minutes of my time and check the stocks. HBL Power is good, kind of moving well. So continue to hold. There's no problem. It is in a strong uptrend. The uptrend can continue. We can see highs of 78. So just hold on with patience. It is a good setup, and if it crosses 78, then you're going to see very good moves. Okay, so that's my view on HBL. CESC, it's just about to break out from here, so hold on, just have some more patience. We can see a breakout in CESC. Volumes have been good. We have seen a nice move. Momentum is good, so just wait above 870, 880 levels. We should see a good move in CESC. Okay. Nawaz, again, you have to go and check Zerodha GTT, search, and you will find there are a lot of YouTube videos about GTT. Please check that for your trading stop loss. Arpit, view on advanced enzymes. It is a very good setup. So I already have other stocks. For me, it's not about which stock is moving. Whichever stock moves, I'm in that first. So yeah, I don't really have any bias towards any stock. So if advanced enzymes is a good setup, go ahead with it. Darshit, how do you trail stop loss? I've talked about this in the video I posted yesterday in ICIL. So you want to go through that video. I've also talked about how you could use super trend, how you could use moving averages. So please refer to that. You can learn how to trail your stop loss. How do you pyramid? I've again spoken about that in my video yesterday, ICIL video, or you can go to my pinned tweet, and there are a lot of different strategies which I've posted. Especially check the all-in-one chart, and that chart has a beautiful method to pyramid and add more to your stocks which are doing well. Okay, advanced enzymes, yes, can touch all-time high soon, but we're not quite sure about that. Just keep trailing your stop loss, so you can see. Shiva's asking Bata India setup. So Bata India is in a good uptrend. So if you see this uptrend, it's in a beautiful uptrend. So right now, it is just, I think, consolidating. It can head much higher. Let's look at the setup. Right now, this is a nice setup, right? So if you see here, let's go to daily chart. This is a beautiful cup and handle, right? So this is a cup and this is a handle. It's an excellent setup to go long. So go long above today's high, which is 16, around 1700. You can go long. You can make some decent money if you have, probably you're trading to FNO cash, I'm not sure, but the setup is beautiful. It's a cup and handle pattern and it is breaking out right now. So it's a nice setup, Siva. RBL Bank, Vinay is asking about RBL Bank. Let's check that. Oh no, this is not a good setup, to be honest. The banking sector itself is not doing well. Vinay, probably you should get out of banking stocks and move to some other stocks. But if you see, this setup is not really that convincing to me. Right now, it's just near the range, near the support zone. But whether it'll go up or no, I'm not sure right now. But the setup is very weak, right? And the entire banking space itself is weak. So try to be out of stocks, out of sectors which are weak. Try to find stocks, or setups which are sectors which are good looking, right? For example, a metal space or a pharma or IT, right? So it is forming probably a inverted head and shoulders. It's slanted inverted head and shoulders. So, but we need to cross, 220, 230 to pick speed or pick momentum and it'll head higher. But for now, I do not really prefer this kind of setup, right? So try to look for setups in strong sectors. Bhumik is asking my view on DMart. DMart is looking good, very good in fact. It's a portfolio stock. See this beautiful channel? Just keeps heading higher. Right now, this is a portfolio stock. Hold it for the next 10-15 years. You can make some amazing money in DMart, and it's a consumer story. And consumer stories basically are long-term stories. Keep buying on SIP mode. They will give you good opportunities to buy on SIP, and they will keep heading higher. Right. So for now, the stock is a very slow-moving stock because there's a lot of attention. It's a large cap, not a large cap, but kind of a mid cap, and it is in the consumer space. So it will head higher. So just keep holding or keep buying in SIPs every month, every quarter like that. Okay. Any view on Camlin Fine Sciences for 3 to 3 months view? I don't give my views for 2-3 months. I hold on to a stock. If it does well, I keep holding on to it, and I just keep telling my stop loss. Right. In 2-3 months, anything can happen. So don't keep views for 2-3 months. Just keep your views for long term or short term, however you want, and keep telling your stop loss. So right now it looks good. It is near the trend line support, so might reverse this week. Let's see. But it's a beautiful uptrend, right? You see that higher lows. It's a beautiful uptrend. If you know simple Dow theory, also you can make money in markets. So I mostly use simple Dow theories to trail my stop. So it is an uptrend. Continue to hold, Kunal. So that's my view. Yeah. Otherwise, I think good. I don't see any more questions. And I think that's it. Okay, I see one more question from Asad. Vertos Advertising. Let's take this last one. Yeah, it's simple, right? You don't have to hold such stocks. The moment your trend line breaks, you need to be cautious, right? So if you see here, this trend line has clearly broken and it just keeps going lower. There's no point holding such stocks. Now, I told this before also. I'm repeating this again today. Even if you don't know to trail your stop loss, just use a simple pivot points high-low indicator, and it will give you exit below the previous pivot low, right? 240. That was exit point. Just clearly exit. There's no point holding the stock and it's going all the way down, right? Maybe it'll reverse tomorrow, but your point of exit must have been 240. You could have saved, around. It went how much? So from 240, it has gone down 40%. So you could have saved 40% of your capital. There's no use holding such stocks. So as of now, the stock looks terrible. Even if it comes up, it'll take many more months probably. I just exit the stock even now and move to some other stock. Okay, so that's my view on Vertos. Yeah, I think that's it. What's your take on Fires? Fires is decent. It's not great. The UI is good in Zerodha. Okay, so that's it. Otherwise, I think have a good evening, guys. Sleep well and have a good trading session tomorrow. And if you have any feedback, don't forget to mention that in the YouTube comment section. And don't forget to like this video, because when you like this video, I'm going to get more engagement, and that's the only thing I ask from you. And do subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And do let me know if you have any questions. That's it. Let's meet again tomorrow evening. Until then, have a good evening and good day tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.